Hi. I'm just gonna talk, just reassociate about my experience for the past. I'd say it's been about 6 months since things have been up and down. Um, so um, I'm someone who does not subscribe to um, the a specific way of thought around diseases and viruses and that caused me to have to like change my living situation. Um, and I was living with a friend for a while, and um, it was like a complete expansion of my world, um, both in a good and a bad way, I would say. Um, I've come to learn that, sorry, I've come to learn that mm, there's no real point in anything, I don't think. Um, the only things that matter are things that you want to matter. Everything is unknown for a reason. Everything is unknown because it's not supposed to be known. Um, Life is supposed to be exactly what you make of it. Whatever you consider good is good, and then it may change in a day or in a year, somewhere down the line, but that's okay. It's literally okay. Um, I have been struggling lately to, like I mentioned before, find meaning in things. Um, I don't really know. I don't really know what state I'm in right now. I think if someone were looking from the outside in, they would see complete chaos. Um, but truly, I feel I'm not sure if I feel indifferent, just completely neutral, or if I'm like dissociated from my existence. Like, I don't feel like any like urge to affect the world around me. It just feels like I want to I don't know. I really don't know. It feels almost as if I'm doing this on purpose to prepare myself for something, or um to learn a lesson on purpose or something. But I really don't care at this point. Um I just don't care. Um what else? I've been going to a lot of parties, and they have been part of that expansion in being around others and seeing others in a state that is a different state than what we portray like in the world, you know. And it almost feels like being in this human experience is like disgusting to me at this point. Like just knowing the extent to which the instability of the human mind is, like knowing how horrible I can be, or how messy, or how annoying, or how forgetful, or anything, knowing that I'm not, um, knowing that I have to experience this is something that it just feels like a never ending like circle, like a big circle of continued failings. And I am focusing on the negative. I understand that. Um, but this is more so for me to look back on and see, and not really for anyone else to get any like kind of positivity or anything from it. Um, I guess to myself watching this somewhere down the line, you're literally safe like in the most chaotic, most impossible, most psychologically torturous situations. Like the fact that I can thrive in this environment currently scares me actually. Like the fact that I'm okay with the way that things are going on around me, it's terrifying. Because it's like what got me to this point? Like what have I how bad has my life truly been? Like what have I experienced that I've forgotten? Because I've forgotten so much stuff. Um, that's gotten me to this point where I don't feel anything. I think that's a good place for me to that's how I would describe where I am right now. Like I'm just numb. Um, yeah, I've started a job as like a marketing intern. It's been fun so far. It's been very peaceful, and it feels like it feels like I left a matrix and then entered another matrix, and then exited that matrix and then entered another matrix. But now I know that I'm in a matrix and how to navigate a matrix, how to navigate something that isn't necessarily real or requires all of me, you know? Because I feel like I've been being within a matrix, being within a reality, you start to feel that, okay, this is it. Like this requires everything from me. And now that I understand timelines and like realities and the mental things like that, it's like I know that I'm that the world within is the most important, and that's the world that I actually care about, that I actually give a fuck about, you know. Um, and I know, and like there's also like a knowing that um, I can thrive within a matrix. It's been difficult for me to forgive myself for becoming so entangled in the New Age spiritual movement. And when I say New Age, I mean Christianity, but like with different words. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like love and light and like fighting the darkness and fighting demons, things like that. Like yeah, just thinking back to that time, I feel like I was first of all, not to say that anyone is wrong or anything. You know, I don't know. I my understanding of the world goes as far as it does, and that may not be far at all in retrospect or like from a different perspective. So I'm just speaking from my experience, but for me, I feel that I was like literally being blinded by the light that I was so called like immersing myself within. Like just the blind bliss, the blind bliss of it, of being in love and being in hope and just wanting to believe that like one is a pure being. I think that was really detrimental for my health. Yeah, that wasn't good for me. But it made me realize, made me grow and become stronger, of course. But it made me realize that um, the power of your intention and attention and your beliefs and your thoughts. Because, like, to me, once you like realize how the matrix works, it makes sense to like study it, but to follow the same practice of it, like if the quote unquote elites or shadow people behind the veil, people who are pulling the strings, if they even exist, if that's a thing, um, if they have a specific way of doing things, then why would you follow those same practices? Why would you fall into why would you fall into that state of being, if that makes sense? I can't find the words for it, but why would you fall into that ebb and flow? Why would you even contribute to that with your being, with your energy? Um, yeah. Uh, I'm like at a loss for words because I just don't really I really like have no idea um what is real in terms of relationships. And it feels like I've been here before. And if I've been here before, then what can I do differently now to ensure that I'm not wasting my time like I have in the past? Because once I become close with someone, it feels as if I completely dedicate everything to them. It's been tough for me, um, wanting foundation in my friendships, and then the friendships like never lasting, um, or not never lasting, but just yeah, never lasting. I just wish that sometimes I wish I wasn't wasn't alone, but um, I know that being alone really is part of my journey because it's one of the hardest things that I deal with, but it's also the most liberating and freeing um, aspect of my life. I love being alone, but then I start to think, okay, but you're alone, like you don't have strong friendships, you don't trust your family. So how can I trust myself enough to be okay and to be safe and stable? How does one trust themselves that much? I think maybe you'd have to know that you'll always make the right decision for yourself. But it seems that the worst decisions feel the best. Like the worst decisions feel the best for my brain. They feel easy and they feel easy. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna log off or in the stream or whatever. Um, yeah, I have no idea what this was even about. Bye.